Welcome everybody.
Welcome to the Kraken Hunter Review.
Kraken Hunters. Don't forget.
Kraken Hunters.
It's more than one person.
Okay.
So Kraken Hunters Day, people. Today we will be doing our review of the Justice League movie that just came out last week. We're a little late, but I had to wait for somebody to see it finally.
Hey, now.
I'm just saying, it's your fault why we're reviewing so late.
Anyway.
But anyways, yes, this is our review of the Justice League movie.
You are Carolina.
I'm Carolina Hitman. This is Anubis.
Yep.
So I hope you enjoy the review. So we're about to get started.
But before we start, we're going to go ahead.
And take a shot.
Wait.
What? No?
We're going to take a shot while they wait to determine whether or not if they want spoilers.
Oh, yes. This is spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, and I appreciate that, Derek. Good point. If you don't want spoilers, please do not watch this video because we're going to be talking a little bit about the movie today. So we're going to have some spoilers in there.
Not just that, but the endings, the very
exactly.
credits, after the credits, everything.
So if you don't want to hear anything about that, this may not be the video for you. So this is a spoiler review.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. Beep, 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 beep. All right. First, we're going to take our first shot of the night, gentlemen and ladies. All right. All right.
Set the clocks too. 2 minutes. We're going to take another shot.
No, we're not. Don't believe him. I'm not going to get that messed up on camera. Minutes. Don't believe him. But anyways. All right. So, Derek, since I saw it, I think, what's the day? Today's Friday. So I saw it
Saturday.
No, I think I saw it Wednesday. I think we saw it. No, that was not Wednesday. Yesterday. Today's Friday.
That was Wednesday.
Yeah. So I saw it Wednesday. Derek saw it tonight. Well, this afternoon. So, all right. So what did you think about the Justice League?
All right. Well, I would say with our rating system, I would give it a B.
Okay.
A straight good B.
For our rating system, here is our rating system far as movie quality. Top of the line movies.
Well, let's start with the bottom.
No, we got to start with the top. Let's start with the top. Very top of the line. Our best review for a movie is better. What is it?
Acceptable substitute
for sex.
If you can't be having sex, at least you can be watching this fucking movie.
Exactly. Next, right under that is full price. Right under that is, come on, it's not really that bad. Under that is rental. Under that is fuck this movie.
Yeah, fuck.
That's the lowest rung of horrible movies that we will ever review is fuck this movie.
All right, but let's go ahead. Let's say, what is your F?
Don't put me on the spot like this.
We know it. We already know it.
I'm not gonna lie. My fuck this movie would be Batman v Superman. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. I hated that movie.
I could have swore you were gonna say Paranormal Activity.
Oh, that's another one.
I could have
fuck
swore
that
that's
movie.
what you were gonna say.
Oh, I hate those movies. Those pretender horror movies. Fuck those movies.
I would give
But I'm
Batman
sorry.
v Superman a C. It's not that fucking bad.
To me, it is. But I digress. That's what my lowest rung. Paranormal Activity, Batman v Superman. I hate those movies. But anyways,
back to the point.
Back to Justice League. So what did you think? I know you saw it today. So what did you think about it?
I give it a good solid B.
No. Let's talk about the movie first. Let's talk about the movie
I really
first.
liked it.
So you really liked it? All right. Now, guys, as you already heard, I despise Batman v Superman with everything in my soul. I hate that fucking movie. But surprisingly, I actually really, really enjoyed Justice League. I really did.
There wasn't a moment slow. It was up to date. Not only that, the actors were phenomenal.
Now, here's where some of the stuff I disagree with. Now, some of the stuff, I felt like for as big a budget type of movie that is, I thought the CGI could have been better.
Well,
because Steppenwolf the CGI for him is meh.
But you got to remember, man, our CGI, our CGI, top is
that's District 9.
Unbeatable.
Anything from whatever the guy who makes District 9, whatever that director's name. For me,
and it wasn't even him; it's the CGI guy.
But no, what I'm saying is his movies exemplify really good CGI, especially for the budget that they have.
That's our standard. That's our top of the list with CGI.
Yes, especially for budget constraints. Because budget-wise, he didn't have that much of a budget.
But
Neil Blomkamp, that's what his name is.
Okay.
Yes. For him to make the top quality CGI he has for the limited amount of budget that he has to work with, I think his CGI is top notch. I think for District 9 he had a $50 million budget, and to me the year, because it came out the same year as Transformers, And for me, that movie, as far as the CGI alone, put Transformers to shame, comparable to the amount of money they had to work with
Actually,
for
I
each
think
movie.
District 9 puts any movie with CGI to shame.
It's and like I said, especially for the amount of money they had to work with, the CGI was phenomenal.
Now, see, that's a problem. See, that is a problem with the Justice League, though. You know, if they had, half of what they did with District 9 with the CGI,
That'd be understandable.
It'd be a little bit different.
But for a tentpole movie like the Justice League, for me, I felt the CGI could have been a lot better.
I agree.
Like I said, 'cause
I
it
agree.
just took me out the movie a little bit.
I agree.
Like I said, that's one of the, like I said, not many, but one of the complaints I had about the movie. Now I'm gonna go with that complaint.
I don't know if you're looking at the underwater scene, dude. The CGI.
Now, the CGI looked pretty good. Like I said,
it was fucking tits.
I'll say it was hit and miss. Like it wasn't straight all the way through. Like it was good, bad, for me.
I think they also casted the right people for the right parts.
I agree. Now I know a lot of people won't agree. I really, really like
Jason.
Ben Affleck. No, I like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Oh, dude, I do.
For me, he is the
second best.
No, he's the first. No, for me, he's the best.
Second
he's the most comic accurate Batman put on film.
Yeah.
As far as being able to go into a group of guys, 10 to 15 guys, take them out, and be done.
Right.
Like he's the most screen accurate.
He fits the build, the height, the weight. Yes. He has evolved as an actor, I think.
I think so too. Like I said, because
not only as an actor, but as a director too.
No, I'm sorry. For me, I feel like Ben Affleck should just stick with directing, because every movie he's directed, I've loved. Every single one.
Oh, The Town.
The Town. Gone Baby Gone. Gone Girl.
He didn't direct.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He
could've
directed
sworn.
Gone Baby Gone.
Well, that movie was fucked up.
Yeah, it was. But like I said, every movie he's directed,
Argo. Let's not forget Argo.
Yes, and every movie he's directed, I've really, really enjoyed.
Yep.
He's a phenomenal director. I think he's an average actor. Like I said, he's not bad. He's not superior. He's right there in the middle. And for me, that's all right. I mean, I'm not picky with my actors.
Right.
I think he did a good job for what he was asked.
I think he did good as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to Bruce Wayne,
yes, he's not really that much of a Bruce
not
Wayne.
the best Bruce Wayne, but my view on Bruce Wayne is always going to be, or Batman in general, is always going to be Michael Keaton.
And I can understand that. Michael Keaton is a really good Batman because aside from the comic-y, cartoony Batman, back in the day.
66?
Yeah, back in the day. I mean, that's cartoony, and I understand that.
Well,
but as far as
shark repellent,
but far as legitimate, good representations of Batman on film, yeah, I would have to agree. Michael Keaton is top notch. Like he's my second. I'm sorry, I don't like Christian Bale. Like, where is he? Where is he? Where's Rachel? Like. And that's another problem I had. Right, exactly. And that was, for me, that was a main problem I had with Christian Bale's Batman.
Agreed.
Like, because Ben Affleck's Batman, he had a voice modulator in his, right there. And that made sense for Batman. But where is he?
Yeah.
That just takes me out of Batman. That's just me.
Not only that, but the fucking suit was terrible.
Well, no.
Batman Begins suit was awesome.
Now,
the second one was fucking terrible.
I have to disagree because I think, far as now, you got to understand, Christopher. I know we're coming off jumping back and forth, but you have to bear with us. Yeah. You'll get used to that. But as far as Christopher Nolan's Batmans, they were more grounded in reality. So his was more of a
tactical suit.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it made sense as far as a real life person wanting to put on a Batman suit who had the money to actually do it.
It still sucked. The first Batman Begins suit was awesome.
But because, like you said,
he turned his neck. Right?
But no, you see, he couldn't. That's the Batman suit from Chris. Yeah, and that made more sense.
But it just did not fit Batman for me.
And I can respect your opinion on that.
Right.
Like I said, but for me,
was pretty
back to the point. For me, Ben Affleck is the most comic accurate Batman put on film. For me.
For The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Frank Miller, Dark Knight.
Now for me, and one of the things I liked and disliked at the same time was The Flash. For me, like I like the comedy aspect in the Flash, which I know a lot of people don't like. That's why a lot of people that are DC fans don't like Marvel, because they feel like they're too comedic, too light for children, and it's more made for children in their opinion.
Well,
and I can understand
the Flash is socially awkward.
And he is, but what I'm saying is one thing I did like him. I forgot the guy's name. If you know him, I'm sorry I don't know him.
It's like Izzel something.
Something, blah blah blah. But
Something
for me, I liked him as the Flash. I liked him. But what I did not like about the Flash was the fact that they made him so clumsy. Like, I don't remember
Well,
one.
remember, this is just his starting.
But even so, even in the comic books, I don't remember him ever tripping like he does, like being clumsy as the Flash. I don't remember him being that clumsy. If I'm wrong, people, please correct me. But I don't remember in the comic books and things like that where he was that clumsy.
Well, a lot of the comic books that I've read of the Flash weren't really like his first year kind of deals.
And that's, I can understand that. But for me, Flash is so. I mean, for me, Flash is one of my favorite DC characters because
they do fix it though. I mean, like I said, they fix it with him saying in the movie, you know, all I really do is just push somebody and run away.
And I understand that, and I understand in that version of the Flash for the Justice League, he was just starting out.
He's a rookie,
right? And I can understand that.
Yeah.
But for me, and I guarantee for most of our viewers, the Flash we know is really, he's experienced and he knows how to do things. And for me, having him trip up, especially since he's so skilled, he can vibrate through walls.
Right.
Like he can do things like that. Because for me,
I don't think he knows that he can do that yet. Honestly, I'm just saying. Remember, he's a rookie. He's starting out in this movie.
And I can understand.
I don't think he hasn't had the training.
And because it doesn't give any specified time as how long Flash has had his powers.
No, I think it did. Just maybe he's had them maybe like 6 months, 7 months. If you look, I wasn't really paying as much attention. If I looked at the actual date on the video feed, when it comes like even in Batman v Superman,
right?
You look at the video of him in the the convenience store. You know, it'll tell the date, but you know, I wasn't paying that much attention. I should have.
And I can understand that. And he made
second time around. And
he may just have been a rookie and that really in full control of his powers. But for me, even if what you're saying is true, even if he was in control of his powers for 6 months, for me, that's long enough to where you shouldn't be tripping over yourself all the time like that. It shouldn't be that clumsy as the Flash.
But he was also really, really nervous.
And I can understand that. Yeah,
scared.
That's
he was
true.
Absolutely scared.
Yeah, he was. And I can understand that too.
And Batman, you know, in that aspect, Batman did call it and say, you know, just save one person and then go from there.
Right, and that's true. And that's true. And now one of the other things I had an issue with is kind of like, I know a lot of people are going to probably say the Superman part where he was resurrected like that. To me, it was kind of, I hate to say it was not hamstring, but it kind of was for me. Like, do you bleed? I'm like, the dialogue in that scene.
I really like that. I like that scene.
Like I said, and I understand and I understand why you do. And I can understand. But for me, it just kind of felt kind of cheesy. Yeah. Like, for me, it just felt cheesy.
Well, to me, if we go back, we can always go and refer to the comics and say anybody ever brought back to life from, like, say, the Lazarus Pit. We'll go with the Lazarus Pit. They have a certain bloodlust that they need. It's not a want, it's a need. You have to have blood when it comes to the Lazarus Pit. It's just the way it works. It's happened with Jason Todd, happened with Raish. And, you know, when somebody comes back from the dead, which Aquaman, Jason Momoa, Arthur Curry also pointed that out. He's like, he's different. He's not the same. You lose something when you die.
And that's one of the other things.
I would like to think that the way that it did in the movies, like waking him up from a very deep sleep, because Bruce Wayne did say, we don't know what he is. We don't know if he's dead. We don't know what kind of state he's in.
And I can understand it. Yeah, and like I say, I'm not knocking it because I understand.
You just felt like it was cheesy.
Just a little bit. Like I said, for me, just a little cheesy. That's all.
But then again, I don't know if you're holding somebody up by their face,
right?
And then he's like, "Oh, do you bleed?" Now, what was cheesy to me is after that part when he just throws Batman like he ain't shit, and then Batman rolls over. He's like, "Oh yeah, something's definitely bleeding. Something's definitely bleeding."
Now, I will say this. I know a lot of people may disagree. For me, one of the main issues I've had with the DC extended universe is the fact that they're just trying to be too dark.
See, I don't agree with that.
Well, hold on. Let me explain.
Okay.
For me, they're trying to be too dark because one, that works with Batman. That's Batman's whole thing. I mean, I understand it with Batman.
Now.
That works for him.
It is now.
What I mean, that
It has been since
the early '90s.
88,
Well, yeah, since '88. Yeah, I mean, but I'll even go far as say early '90s when the Batman animated Superman. Animated Batman series came out.
That's the Dark Knight.
Right, but what I'm saying is that for him, for the Dark Knight, that works. Grim, dirty, because that's Gotham. That's Gotham as a whole. Grim, dirty, just filthy.
And remember, they mentioned that in Batman v Superman.
Right, because because even Aquaman says that shithole.
Lawrence Fishburne's like, crime in Gotham. Also, water is wet.
Right.
You know, that little smart ass. That's not the right.
But for me, that doesn't work with Superman. That is the complete opposite of Superman.
Well, see, I think they're going in an injustice way. Injustice mixed with the 52s.
Right, and I can understand that, but for the average, like for me and you, we're comic book fans. We are. It's no secret. We're comic book fans. But for the average moviegoer, they're not. So you got to think most of the kids or most of the adults who go on to see Superman right now have grown up with with the Superman animated series, the Superman that's been in comics for years now, decades now. And he's never been a dark character. He's always been like it's supposed to be like a ray of light to people.
He is.
And that's one of the things I don't like about the DC animated, DC universe is that they're trying to make things a little too dark. That's just me.
Well,
I'm not saying don't do Marvel bright and colorful and funny and everything. No, don't do that. That doesn't work for them.
Well, I see Marvel was kind of dark too.
Well, the only dark movie they really had was The Winter Soldier. That was the truly dark. That's their only truly fully adult
We're
movie.
talking about Disney Marvel.
Right, Disney Marvel. And for me, that's The Winter Soldier. To me, I'm sorry, not to jump off subject, but for me, The Winter Soldier is the best comic movie ever made. I'm sorry, guys. For me, it's better than The Dark Knight. Because the reason why I say that, you take Heath Ledger's performance out of The Dark Knight, there's nothing else memorable about The Dark Knight. Nothing.
I disagree.
Just in my opinion. For me.
Like I'm just saying, I disagree.
Let's put
because
this color
you
here.
have Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent.
But even so, the Joker's performance was so good, it even overshadowed his performance.
Yeah.
And I'm not disagreeing that Aaron Eckhart's performance of Two-Face was not good. It was really good. I really liked his performance. But far as carrying a movie, if you take Joker out of The Dark Knight, nothing else carries that movie.
Right.
But The Winter Soldier, that entire movie from start to finish is phenomenal. Everything about it. There's really nothing you can say bad about The Winter Soldier.
Right. All right. But anyway, we're digressing.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We are digressing. We're going back to Justice League.
Exactly.
All right. We've already went over the aspects of Ben Affleck as Batman.
Right.
What did you think of his suit?
I like this suit.
Which one? Because there was two.
I like the first one he had on. I like the one he had on before
the armored suit.
Yes.
The armored suit, I think, was my favorite. Because, for one, it didn't try and outline anything. It was more tactical because it reminded me, personally, of the Arkham games. Arkham Knight.
Yes. No, not Arkham Knight. Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum. If we go that, you have to beat the game. Another spoiler. You'll get a new suit. It's the armored suit. That seems exactly like what they went for.
Right.
But if you go with the Arkham Knight, it seems like the second suit he gets in that, it's armored, it moves, it articulates.
Right.
Just like it would in the video game.
Right. Exactly. And I like that suit. But for me, it's the suit before they went to fight what's his name? The main villain.
Steppenwolf?
Steppenwolf. Yeah, it's before they fight him. That's the suit I like better.
Now, see, there's another. That's one problem. Who the fuck is that?
Steppenwolf.
I know he's a general in Dark Side.
You're right, but that's one of the main issues. It is one of the main issues
Who the
because
fuck is that? Really? I mean,
no one really knows who he is. I mean, I like I said,
no
comic book fans.
moviegoer.
Right,
No
exactly.
Comic fans know who he is, but
Right.
moviegoers.
And
Good
for me,
luck.
that's like I said, that's one of the. I don't think one of the main issues.
I think they could have described him better. Oh, you know, he's a general in Darkseid's army.
Right, and that was one of the main issues I had with the film.
Actually, the left-handed Darkseid.
Right, and for me, that was one of the main issues I had with the film. Okay, we all know. I'm not trying to, but I am going to compare a little bit. Like with the Marvel animated, Marvel Cinematic Universe, we all know
Disney.
Thanos. Yeah,
Disney.
but we know Disney. We know that.
No, well, we just gotta specify because they might be like, oh, in our comments, they might be throwing, oh, what about the X-Men?
Right. Yes. DC owned Marvel. So yes, let's clarify that. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yes.
What about
Disney
Deadpool?
but Disney owned Marvel. The end game was Thanos. At the end of the Avengers, after everybody had their single movies, they brought out the Avengers. And at the end of the very end of the Avengers, they teased Thanos. Now, don't get me wrong. They
did tease Darkseid.
But no,
in
but
Justice League.
but I understand that. But the thing is with the Avengers, they showed Thanos.
They did show him.
Like I said, they showed him. At least they had something to look at and say, okay,
Something
that's
to
who the end guy is.
Something to look forward to.
Right, and that's one of the things I had a problem with the Justice League. Okay, we all know that Darkseid is the end game for the DC universe, the cinematic universe.
Could be.
It has to be. Who else is gonna be?
Yeah, you're right.
Like I said, so we know Darkseid. Now, comic book fans, we all know Darkseid is the end game for the DC cinematic
Ultimate
universe.
evil.
Right. We know he's the end game. For me, they're not showing him. They're not even like they're saying him by name. But again, who besides comic book fans like us? Because Darkseid is my favorite character in DC. But no, the average moviegoer, the average person going to see this is not going to know who Darkseid is.
Well,
they're mentioning him by name.
It depends on if you like the animated movies. That also depends.
But again, that's mainly comic book fans and people like us who've grown up with that. That's not the average moviegoer. The average moviegoer, when he says, hail the Darkseid, we don't know who he's talking. They don't know who he's talking about. We do.
Right.
And
or video game players.
Right. Or
Gamers,
to exemplify that problem, when in Batman v Superman, when they did the Omega symbol and when Batman had his dream.
Right.
The
nightmare.
The nightmare. Yeah, it's more
Batman.
classified as a nightmare. When he had his nightmare, they showed the Omega symbol and that dark world when Superman was evil. But comic book fans know when Darkseid actually brainwashed Superman to work for him. So the thing is, the problem I have is they're not showing who Darkseid is. They're not showing their end game, who he is. And something to, okay, guys, that's who it is. So now we know who he is. So now we know the end game. And that's the problem I had with the Justice League. He mentioned, like Steppenwolf mentions them one time. So they're not really showing who Darkseid is.
Right. Point made. Good argument. Very good. Now let's go to something else. Because it seems like we're not trailing off, but it does seem we're getting a little negative towards the movie.
No, and I understand. And I understand. Yeah, I am getting a little negative, and like I said, I don't want to take that away from Justice League because I really enjoyed it. Now, some of the aspects I did enjoy was, of course, Wonder Woman. I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
Absolutely.
I was skeptical because
she's really skinny.
Yes, and that was one of my skeptical things about her when she played Wonder Woman. But
remember, she was also a commando or an Israeli commando. So
but what I'm saying is Wonder Woman is an Amazon. So you expect her to be kind of swole but feminine at the same time.
Right. Tall.
Yeah, exactly. But Gal Gadot doesn't fit that kind of
She's
build.
tall.
She's tall, but she's not muscular like that.
She is now.
I disagree. I don't think she was that muscular even in this one.
All you really got to do though is watch Meeting the Joneses, and then you look at her and you can see her in full lingerie.
Yeah, but she's not built. But she's not.
I mean, you
like
you do
when
see her core.
But that's abs. but I'm talking about upper body.
Right.
I'm like,
well,
for Amazon. Look at, as a matter of fact, look at like when I'm saying Amazon, look at Wonder Woman and Batman. I mean, and Justice League. They show other Amazons. A lot of the other Amazons were muscular
ripped.
and still beautiful as women.
Ripped.
Exactly, and that for me kind of took away from Wonder Woman, but. Seeing her performance, she does. Yes, she does a good job as Wonder Woman.
Not only that, but she's funny too.
Yes, she is. Yes, I like her as. Yeah.
I think maybe it's just because she's so goddamn hot that she's funny, but still. Because I mean, if she was talking to me, I think I would just.
And one thing I did like about the Justice League movie is that it handled a couple story arcs from the comics a lot better than Batman v Superman, because Batman v Superman has so many comic book arcs in it, and it came a jumbled mess. But
it was a big jumbled, confusing mess. But let's not take away from the fact that there was some accurate, like there was, man, I don't even know, like the Superman armor, the Batman Superman armor, extremely accurate, exactly what I would expect. The voice synthesizer, that actually does.
I expect it from Batman.
I expect it. Okay, the Batmobile, perfect.
Now I'm gonna disagree. No, I'm gonna disagree with you, because the Batmobile again.
I'm gonna have to say it.
In this movie, yes, I feel it was a better Batmobile for the situation. No, but for the situation that was at hand. But like, I'm gonna go back to Batman v Superman. I did not agree with that one because.
It had so many guns.
Yeah, it did. And I know people say in the comments or whatever, that Batman's killed before. Okay, let's be honest, guys. The Batman that they're basing this Batman off is from the...
to be honest, I don't think we know which one they're... I think...
No. I disagree, because comic book fans know the Batman that they have is based from the 90s, for me, late 80s on forward.
If you're looking at the actual suit, let's look at the suit. That came from The Dark Knight Returns.
And even then, he didn't kill.
No, he was dark.
But he was dark.
Oh no,
he was dark, but he didn't kill.
He broke the Joker's neck.
Well, I will make an exception for the Joker, because let's be honest,
he broke it.
What I'm saying is
paralyzed
for average. But what I'm saying is, and actually, the fact that you bring up The Dark Knight Returns actually brings my point to the front even better, because if you notice, when he was fought the mutant leader. He didn't kill any of the henchmen or the movie leader, or the mutant leader. But I didn't say that. I didn't say he didn't destroy him, but he didn't kill him. The Jokers deserve death for Lord knows how long. I can understand that the Joker needs to die. That's understandable for how evil he is.
Right.
But like I said, the mutant leader and his gang, he didn't kill a single one of them.
But if you look at it though, that's just the suit aspect. We're not getting the whole thing. We don't really know which one Ben Affleck is portraying. We don't know if it's one from the 30s. We don't know if it's one from the 50s,
but the fact that you're saying that exemplifies a key issue I have with the Batman in the DC universe.
The only way we can actually really tell is maybe Zack Snyder's like, okay, let's just model the suit. And that's going to tell us which Batman we have.
But even the Dark Knight, even if they go from that point forward, he still didn't kill. That's like one of the Batman's main staples. Is he refuses to kill.
Right. Now,
that's part of his thing.
But all right, I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to throw it, and you're gonna be like, well, fuck you. But there was not one on-screen death.
Oh, fuck you. You're right. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, he blew up like several fucking cars.
No.
No, he did.
Yeah,
he blew up several fucking cars.
But man,
and we know those henchmen died.
It's resilient, man.
No, come on, man.
It's resilient.
Come on, man. We know, regardless of whether it was on screen or not, we know he killed those guys.
We also know Batman's not afraid to let somebody go ahead and die.
But it's different from them causing their death, like the guy when he saved Martha. He caused his own death. That's understandable.
No. Yeah, he did.
He really did.
Actually, Batman did cause that death.
I mean, what I'm saying is, but the guys from those cars that he just blew up, that's not them causing their deaths. That's not him like throwing a grenade and he knocks it back and they blow themselves up.
But then we can also look at the same thing. We can look at it this way. Look, like in, we'll say The Winter Soldier, right?
Right.
Fucking Captain America dropped a building on.
Oh, first of all, Captain America's
He
killed before.
He dropped a building on that guy, and that guy still survived.
Well, I understand it, but
Okay, now like I was saying, the body is very, and we don't know who this guy could come.
guys, please
don't know who
do
he-
not support what the fuck he is saying, because that's bullshit. Let's just go ahead and throw that
Yeah,
out there.
well,
that's
I think-
bullshit, and we know it.
All right. Anyway,
Anyways, now one of the other things I did,
not bullshit.
One of the other problems I had with the Justice League, and again, I know I'm saying a lot of negative stuff, it's just getting it out the way. One of the other problems I had with the Justice League, Scott Snyder, if you ever watch this video, Zack Snyder, if you ever watch this video, stop with the fucking slow motion
I didn't
on everything.
see that much.
You're a damn liar.
I saw a lot with the bullets and a lot with the Flash.
But no, the Flash
And-
scenes,
and
the Flash scenes make
yes.
sense. But he did do a lot with Wonder Woman, Batman. I mean, it's a lot of slow motion scenes in
Yeah,
there.
but
Come
a
on
lot
now.
with Batman, it was, shooting the guns.
But it still doesn't need to be slow motion. I'm tired of
I think it's fucking
like
cool,
that.
man.
I'm sorry.
I think it's fucking cool.
I don't. I'm tired of slow motion. That's like Zack Snyder's main calling card is slow motion. Stop, Zack Snyder. Stop. In moderation, it's okay, but you don't need to do it every 15 to 20 minutes.
It wasn't every
Stop.
15 to
Yes,
20
it was.
minutes. It was
Yes,
not.
it was.
He did not do it once with Aquaman.
But yeah,
Didn't
but
do it once with
I understand-
Aquaman, didn't do it once with
Yes, he
Cyborg.
did. He did do it, Aquaman. When the water's hitting the damn thing, when it's all up above him,
Oh,
he
that
did.
was- that was such a cool
But I'm
scene,
saying,
though.
but it's
God, that was a
it
cool
does
scene.
not need it. Stop doing all the slow motion.
Man, that was a cool scene,
Ah,
man. Not only
I'm
that,
tired.
dude, I loved it.
I'm tired of the slow motion. We need to stop it, okay?
I don't
Stop
know,
encouraging his
I don't
ass
like
because
it.
he needs
I
to
fucking like it.
he needs to simmer it down a little bit. Zack Snyder, I don't give a fuck what he says. I understand he likes it. Stop with the slow motion.
I think it's cool.
That's almost the same thing
All right,
as
now let's talk about Aquaman.
now. I know what.
Let's talk
I
about
like.
Aquaman.
I like and dislike
Arthur
Aquaman.
Curry. Let's talk about Jason Momoa playing as Arthur Curry.
Let me tell you right now. I am a heterosexual man. I am secure with my masculinity. That's a good-looking fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like every time I see him on screen, I'm like,
And
"Fuck
I
you,
think
dude,"
he
because I'm
lost-
that jealous.
I think he.
Dude's cool.
No. Wait, you have to watch the Bad Batch first before you say that. Because
I'm gonna tell you right now, he
No,
still
you
looked
have
big.
to- you have
He
to-
was big enough to make me jealous.
no,
I say
I'm
that.
Not, I'm not saying the motherfucker's not big. What I'm saying is, I think he lost weight and got ripped. Is
Well,
what I'm
he's
saying.
ripped, and I'm
'Cause,
jealous.
Honestly, I've never seen him have abs before in any other movie that he's been in.
You know what? Actually, in Game of Thrones, you're right. Because I know a lot of people
I know
remember
I'm
him
right.
from Game of Thrones, but he is Khal Drogo from Game of Thrones, and I don't remember him having abs in that.
He didn't have abs in Conan. He
Really?
didn't have abs in
That's
Bad
true.
Batch.
Well, okay.
He didn't have abs in Bullet to the Head.
Well, can we disagree that he's so muscular and strong that it makes us jealous?
It makes every man
Yeah,
jealous.
fuck you, Jason Momoa. I love you to death, man. You're a handsome dude, but
I
you're
wouldn't
making
say
us
that.
you making us look bad. Okay, we have to work that hard for that. I seen your videos. We shouldn't have to work that hard for a body like yours. Fuck that. But
Well,
anyways,
actually, I think we should. At least then we would know we could get.
it's too much work.
pussies
It's
in
too
the
much
face
work
all the time.
It's too much work. But anyways,
really is.
but I think like I said, I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I don't like all the bro moments they had with him. Like when he
The
like,
only bro
yeah.
moment they had with him
Was-
was when he was sitting on the lasso.
And
Every other time he was cut off.
I-
He didn't really talk much. He was pissed off a lot.
Right.
Not only that, he didn't even want to fight these motherfuckers.
And I
You know,
agree.
he's Atlantean, so
Right, like fuck these human,
Yeah.
fuck these surface dwellers. I don't.
Which
Yeah.
brings me to another point. Is I think when they do Flashpoint,
Oh, I hope they don't screw that up. That is one. That is my
No.
favorite. One of my favorite arcs in DC.
I know.
It is. It is
when
amazing.
they do Flashpoint, he will be fantastic.
I hope
as
so.
Murder everybody.
I hope so, because that's one of my favorite arcs in DC. Is the Flashpoint Paradox.
I just
that's
don't. I
it's
don't.
so
I,
good.
All right, I have one complaint about Aquaman though. Why do you have a trident with 5 points? Why? That makes no fucking sense to me. You know, a trident with 5 points. Why? Now the tattoos, I liked it.
I liked it too. I
did.
I really did. I did.
I think they went with a good, and not only that, but the white eyes, man, that was pretty.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that was good.
You know why? Because it makes more sense when he's underwater in the dark parts of the ocean.
Right.
You know.
And I agree. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I thought Jason Momoa did a really good job.
Yes.
Because I was worried because
a lot of people didn't like his idea, didn't like him being casted for Aquaman.
But he did a good job.
I knew because I've been following Jason Momoa
right.
as an actor since Conan. You know, I have. Dude, I've watched. You know, I've watched.
I didn't like Conan. Let's just get that way.
I didn't.
It was horrible.
I liked it.
It was a piece of shit.
Tomatoes, fuck you.
But yeah, that's true. But anyways, I liked him as I think I like his presence because like when he portrayed Khal Drogo, he had a presence
Not only
about
that,
him.
dude, he had a presence in that fucking Netflix show too.
Oh, the one about the cannibals. Yes.
No, not the cannibals. The one about the frontier. Frontier is what it was called.
Okay, I didn't remember. Okay,
yeah, where he was a pelt guy.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude, he had a presence on that one too.
I didn't see that one. I gotta check it out.
It was pretty tits.
Right.
I mean, he would take a guy and just like choke him out and kill him and be like, oh, nah.
Well, all right.
Nah.
Now, what did you feel about Cyborg?
Oh, man. I think they did a fantastic job with Cyborg.
I thought they did too.
But I do have one complaint, which they fixed at the end of the movie. They did fix it at the end of the movie, and I understand why they did it the way they did was his metal parts was how they was all so rigid and like pointy and all that. I didn't like that. See, at the end of the movie though, they smoothed it out, and I'm like, okay, in the circle, circle on his chest. That was a big fix for me.
I like Cyborg. I thought he did. And for me, the CGI for Cyborg was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good for Cyborg.
It really was.
I thought it was really good. And I like Cyborg in that movie. I really do. Like I said, I
think the movie was more based because we all know the story of Superman. We all know the story of Batman. It looks like they did. We all got a really good idea of the story of Wonder Woman.
But for me, it looks like they did the comic book art Justice League War. Yes, that's the one. Yeah,
that's also another thing that I want to go over was the boxes. The boxes I think was from War.
But the thing is, the mother boxes weren't the type of mother boxes.
Right. They kind of were. They were teleportation devices.
But no.
Teleportation devices.
No, but in Justice League, they weren't teleportation devices. They were more like shape the earth kind of devices.
Oh, you mean a terraformer?
Yes, kind of like that. Yes, that's basically what it was. Yeah. Well, and that's the only thing I didn't like about it because.
But what they used them for in the movie was when they were all separated, they were used for teleportation. Exactly.
I don't think they were because because if you look when he was fighting the Amazons, they used a teleportation the boom tube as we know it.
Yeah,
the boom tubes before before he grabbed the mother box. He boom tube down.
It cracked, and then it opened.
But he boom tube before he grabbed the mother box.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So the mother boxes weren't really teleportation devices.
I'm just saying that I think that's where they were going with it. Maybe like that's another aspect of the boxes.
Right.
Other boxes.
Now for me,
trying to stay with it.
Now for me, one of the main things I liked about it is they did interject a little bit of humor this time.
Yeah.
And for me, I understand like a lot of DC fans don't want the humor. It makes it to me, it kind of livens up all the dark parts you have in your movie.
Right.
And you don't want it to be dark all the time through your whole movie.
I think they did the humor parts with Batman.
I thought they did really good with the Batman.
I can see why you hate me. He's like, I don't not hate you.
But like I said, I think the humor was done okay. They didn't overdo it. Like Thor Ragnarok, which I would say Thor Ragnarok did kind of overdo it with the humor. I'm not gonna spoil it. I know you haven't seen it. I have. But what I'm saying, they didn't. Thor Ragnarok kind of overdid it. No. I'm just comparing.
Okay.
Thor Ragnarok it kind of overdid it with the humor. Justice League didn't. It just did it a little bit. It didn't do it too much.
Right.
It didn't do it too little, but it just interjected just a little bit of humor in there.
Right.
And for me, that's what helped this movie a lot because that's what's been missing from the DC animated universe, cinematic universe. Aside from Suicide Squad, which I hated, that was average. That was average at best. But
give it a C.
I give it a C. I give it a C. Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Exactly. And honestly,
fine as fuck.
Now, I've seen a lot of people complain about the Justice League online. I don't like this word. I don't like it. but at the same time, I have to use it. I think they're haters because this movie it didn't really have any major flaws to where it took away from the movie. I thought this was a well done movie. I thought it improved.
Action.
Yes, the action was good. I thought it improved on a lot of the problems I had with Batman v Superman.
Right.
It improved on them.
Not just that, but I mean, it spreads out. You got the Amazons at the very beginning, fighting Steppenwolf. Then you got, the Atlanteans fighting Steppenwolf.
Now that's one of the issues I had with it.
Oh, well,
my goodness.
I think
For
they could have done so much better if there would have been more than 2 of them fighting the motherfucker.
Well, it's not even that. Like when she was going through the history of that, who was going through the history of the fight when they had the Amazons, the humans.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, and that's
Gal, whatever.
The Gal Gadot, you're right.
Yeah.
That's what, and that made me laugh a little bit because it looked so much like Lord of the Rings. It was so much like Lord of the Rings that I was expecting Bilbo Baggins and Samwise Gamgee to be strolling through there a little bit. Mm-hmm. It felt too much like Lord of the Rings with that one scene.
Remember, they all it's hard not to throw Lord of the Rings in there.
I understand, but it did remind me of that.
Together.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of like a base story.
One thing I did not like is don't tease the Green Lantern without him being one of the team members.
I know.
I was a little pissed at that. I'm like,
I was waiting.
Don't tease the Green Lanterns and then don't make him part of the fucking team.
I was waiting.
I'm like,
but
damn.
What she did say was we even had fighters from other worlds trying to help us.
Right, and I agree. Like I said, the one thing I really enjoyed this movie. I really did. Like I said, I don't want to say like all the negative stuff I've been saying. There's just
Might as well, though. That's what this is for. Not only that, but let's look at some of the positive things.
Positives. I really like the guy who played Flash. I really like him. I hope.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have preferred
a blonde guy.
No. I would have preferred they used the guy from the TV series. I'm not good with names, so forgive me.
I think he is best with TV.
But no. What I'm saying is that's one.
I don't think he's big budget movie.
But what I'm saying is
he's
to
generic.
me. Well, I'm not denying that part. But what I'm saying is you kind of want to keep. You don't want to use a different person from the series, and then a different person from the movies. I think for me it would have made more sense because people like the Flash series.
I hated season 3 because of the Flashpoint. It really pissed me off.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is the Flash, the TV personality that plays the Flash, they like him. People like the Flash. And for me, I think it would have made more sense to use the Flash from the TV series as the Flash. And don't get for me it would have made more sense. And for me, that's why. For me,
and a lot of people I hear like the Flash TV series suit better than they did the Justice League movie Flash.
Because the Flash, even when he was a rookie, he still wasn't tripping all over himself. He still was. I mean,
no, he was.
I don't remember
the TV show.
I don't remember him tripping over himself.
Well, remember in the TV show, he also had Thong helping him out.
Eobard Thawne, yeah, but
not Eobard. It wasn't Eobard because Eobard Thawne was a detective.
The reverse. No. Eobard Thawne was the reverse Flash.
He is in the comic book.
He's a reverse Flash.
Eobard Thawne.
In the series, it is.
In the series, it was a family member. Later in the generations of that, it wasn't Eobard.
You need to go back and watch. Yes, it was. You need to go back and watch the first season.
You can Google that.
I'm telling you, in the first season, it was Eobard Thawne. That was the reverse Flash.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. In the first season, yes, it was.
It was not.
You go back and watch it.
Actually, all we have to do.
I'm telling you, go back and watch it.
Hey, director, Google it.
Yes, we have a director back there. He's making sure everything's turned around. Yeah. So, but anyways, aside from that, but he's gonna check it out for us. But we'll keep going.
His name wasn't Eobard.
I'm telling you, yes, it was.
I'm telling you.
Okay, but anyways. One of the things I did like the action scenes.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people had problems with.
I thought the Amazons were really fucking crafty.
They were always good.
And all that shit, dude. It was so fucking tits.
But I will say this now. I do like the action scenes.
Motion.
Now I know a lot of people had the problem with Superman coming in there and just manhandling Steppenwolf. No. For me that made sense because Steppenwolf is not nowhere near on Superman's level.
Not even.
That's Darkseid.
Steppenwolf isn't even on even at a fraction of
right. He's not even close to
Darkseid.
Superman. Yeah, he's not even a
He's
fraction.
a general in the army.
Exactly.
He's the second in command.
But he's not even a
left-handed.
fraction of Darkseid's strength.
Right.
And
Darkseid
that
is
makes
big dog.
for me that made sense where Superman can come in there and just manhandle him. It makes sense.
See, Steppenwolf is more along the lines of of Loki.
No,
Yeah, Steppenwolf is Loki
for me.
in the comparison.
but you know what? One of the main issues I have.
Yeah, I mean, you know him, right? Yeah,
Now-
go ahead.
What was the name of the Google?
Flash season 1, Eobathon. That's it. But now one of the main issues this is separate from the movie. One of the main issues I had is I'm a big keeper up with this. I know it's may not be a correct phrase, but that's what I'm gonna say. One of the main keeper
You're a
ups.
follower, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a follower. Yeah. One of the things I follow is opening weekend, stuff like that, financial earnings. One thing I was
Budgets
pissed. Yeah.
Versus gross.
Yes, one of the things that pissed me off with the Justice League is the fact that Thor Ragnarok earned, what I'm saying is, in its opening weekend, it earned more. And for me, there's no way DC's staples, Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, those are three like well-known characters.
All right.
People know. Like they didn't
All right,
gotta
look
read
at-
comic
all right.
books that much, but they
Now,
all
let's
know
look at-
Superman.
look at it
Oh, let me
this way.
finish. Let me finish.
I get what you're going with this.
I don't feel like, for me, I think the Justice League should have been as popular, or for me, more popular than the Avengers. They should have opened at least with $200 million. It shouldn't even been a question. It should have blown Thor Ragnarok's
Okay.
opening out the water.
Now, let's go ahead and look at this. Let's look at this, okay? Now, we can go back to the Dark Knight. Dark Knight opening weekend. Broke records, everything.
Right.
The next fucking weekend, Tropic Thunder broke that record.
But we can't compare that because
Actually, yeah, we can't. You're talking about grosses. You're talking about box office grosses.
but which grossed out of the end of its run, which grossed more? The Dark Knight.
Yeah, but you're talking about opening weekends.
But what I'm saying is, I can understand the Dark Knight opening strong,
Okay.
and then the second weekend being less than the new movie that
And
just came out
what
that
we can-
weekend.
What we can't really blame it on anything. What it is it's really
No. What it is that Batman v Superman and Suicide
yeah.
Squad left a bad taste in people's
It
mouth.
did. It really
and that's
did.
what happened. And that's what's making me mad. Like for me, I'm not a DC hater. I'm a Marvel
everybody
fan.
a fair chance.
No. I'm a
mean,
Marvel
you do,
fan.
don't you?
Yes, because I'm a Marvel
Just
fan.
like me.
But I'm a Marvel fan. But I like good movies.
Right.
To be honest.
We're more for movies rather than anything else.
Yes, I like a good movie, and for me,
As you can tell by what we have here.
I love classics, by the way. Just throw that out there. But for me, I like good movies.
Right.
And and Justice League was a good movie for the most part. It was a very good movie, very well done. But that's the problem I had. No. That's what I'm.
You're right.
And that's
You're
the problem.
absolutely right. Because I was even skeptical, and I'm a DC fucking fanatic. I mean, my right leg's dedicated to DC. So
And for me, that's where they're messing up at, is because Marvel has earned the right.
they have it.
Yes, they have.
They
Yes,
really
yes, they have. Marvel's earned the right to. When I say that, Marvel
Now,
earned.
see,
Let me finish. Let me
makes
finish.
me think you're biased.
No. Let me explain. Let me explain. Marvel earned the right to make the Avengers because it brought out Captain America, it brought out Iron Man, it brought out the Incredible Hulk, which I really enjoyed. I know a lot of people may not have liked it, but I thought it was a
the
good.
Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton.
Yes, it was a good. But what I'm saying is it earned the right to make the Avengers. It got everybody. It got everybody acclimated with B-list heroes. Because let's be honest with you. Let's be honest, honestly. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Iron Man. I'm saying, I'm be honest. Iron Man's a B-list.
Never.
Captain America's a B-list.
I would disagree with
No,
you.
I'm saying there are B-list heroes.
I'm giving
'Cause
you. If you're comparing it to DC, yes.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
All right.
Those are what I'm saying is comparing it to Marvel staples like Spider-Man, X-Men, things like that. Captain America and Iron Man and Thor are B-list heroes.
You're gonna get a lot of thumbs down.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not. No, because I'm gonna tell you. No, I can guarantee you, people who are watching this video right now will agree because Captain America, Iron Man, Thor are B-list heroes compared to Spider-Man, Wolverine, X-Men, people like that. Those three are main staples that people know, but they don't know all the back history or things like for Thor or Captain America or Iron Man. But what Marvel did is it made Iron Man, Captain America, Thor mainstays of their universe. They took B-list heroes.
Oh, you're talking about normal people.
Yes, like no, not normal people. Because look, let's be honest with you. Let's be honest.
Moviegoers.
Yes, moviegoers. Even comic book. Even comic book fans will admit that
false.
Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor are B-list heroes.
That is false.
No, I'm telling you, it's not.
It's false.
Okay, let me say this. Who's more popular? Who's more known? Iron Man, Thor, or Captain America, or Batman, Superman, and Superman? Who are more well known?
Batman and Superman.
Exactly. Those are mainstays.
They were first.
But no, what I'm saying is those are mainstays. Everybody
if you're
else.
At Marvel,
I even include Joker and all them. Those are mainstays.
They were still before. But
what I'm saying is people like.
All right.
Let me finish. People like Deathstroke, Solomon Grundy, people like that. Those are B-list villains or superheroes. I know they're not superheroes, but they're B-list compared.
Actually, Solomon Grundy's more like
he's B-list.
D-list.
Well, D-list. But what I'm saying is that those
Solomon Grundy's more along the lines of like around there with Calendar Man.
Right, but what I'm saying is those are B-list, D-list, whatever you want to say. They're secondary to the mainstays.
Tertiary.
Right, and like I said, for Marvel, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man are B-list compared to Spider-Man, X-Men. Those are B-list compared to them.
I disagree.
Those are B-list. I guarantee you have.
I give. All right, this is as a moviegoer just as well as a comic book fan.
Right.
I'm giving this. I say Captain America is just as A-list as Batman and Superman.
I disagree. I don't think he's A-list.
All right. Let's look at the years.
I guarantee you.
Let's look at the years.
Look at the years. Look at Spider-Man. Like I said, I'm comparing them to people like Spider-Man and X-Men. I guarantee you, the average moviegoer or the person who's not a comic book fan like me and you, they know. Even as a moviegoer, they know who Spider-Man. They knew.
That's because
I say past tense. They knew who Spider-Man and X-Men were way before Captain America and Iron Man or Thor. Way before. Like I said, don't get me wrong. They cast their people perfectly for the roles, but they're still B-list heroes.
They're not B-list, man.
Yes, they are. They are B-list.
Iron Man is not a B-list hero.
Yes, he is.
No,
he is B-list. He is B-list. I'm sorry, he is.
If you're looking at B-list, all right, we're gonna have to go with Black Widow. That's B-list. She's D-list.
I think she's D-list.
All right,
but you know what?
Hawkeye.
He's severely D-list. But the thing is, what Marvel did. Let me explain. Before what Marvel did. No. Hold on. Let me explain. Hold on. Before what Marvel did, they took B and D-list characters and made them relevant.
No, you're looking at B and D-list Guardians. That should be your example.
That's even worse. Is that Guardians
should be your example.
But that
not Captain America and Iron Man.
But I'm trying not to be too down on them. But if you want to go that route, even so, they took let's take Guardians. All right. They took a movie with a tree and a raccoon and made it popular and made it awesome. Exactly. They made it awesome.
Personally, and my personal favorite.
Right. And there's
my personal favorite Marvel.
And for me, there is no reason why Justice League should have not smashed every single record
You've already answered that question, though.
But no, but I know. But what I'm saying is that's the problem.
You've already explained that to yourself.
But what I'm saying, that's for me, and I'm pretty sure for every other average moviegoer.
Hell, even for me, it put a fucking bad taste in my mouth. Like, oh man, I don't know, dude. This is.
But that's what I'm saying. And don't get me wrong. If it wasn't for Wonder Woman, for me and my fiance watching Wonder Woman beforehand, I would have never went to see Justice
League. You have
League.
to throw it out to Miss Patty. Give her a shout out because my God, that bitch can fucking direct.
Oh yeah, she can. No, she did. Like I said, she did a phenomenal job on Wonder Woman. Because I'm gonna tell you right now,
slow motion captures, by the way.
It was, and I had a problem with that too. But if we're gonna be completely honest,
I really enjoy the slow motion with Wonder
Woman. If we're gonna be completely honest, Wonder Woman alone saved the DC cinematic universe.
100%.
Yeah, she saved it. Because if Wonder Woman had not been as good as it had been, that was the end of the DC universe. That was the end of it.
I think Miss Patty.
Yeah, she deserves credit.
I'm hoping I'm right. I hope you insisted on directing it. I hope you did because you have done a marvelous job.
She did, and she did a marvelous job of directing that.
I mean, look at what she did with the first female serial killer. Got a goddamn fucking Oscar.
Right. But like I said, that she single-handedly saved the DC universe because if Wonder Woman had been like Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad had been as divided amongst the critics and fans
to commit suicide.
Right. If it had not been as good as it did, no one would have even went to see it.
I think though, honestly, with the DC universe, I think that they had a lot. I think they had a lot riding on their shoulders when they attempted Wonder Woman.
They did. Because they knew if this failed, that was the end of the DC cinema. It was.
Not even that. Not even with DC or Marvel or any comparison like that. You're looking at the number one female, not only female, the number one superhero of all time. Dude, by the rating system that I read in Time magazine, by the rating system of how it impacted the actual society.
Right, because it showed a woman could be a superhero too.
Exactly. It showed. And I agree. I fully agree because I love Miss Diana.
Wonder Woman as a movie was amazing. It was amazing.
Not only that, but what I love about anything Wonder Woman, they show her as a warrior.
Right, and even not even just as a warrior, but as a regular woman. It's showing that you can be regular and a I don't want to say superhero, but a hero.
I'm talking about just her roots in general.
Right.
A fucking Amazon warrior princess. When you're looking at princesses, when you hear the word princess, what do you think?
I think spoiled brat.
Exactly.
I think spoiled brat.
Let's look at Wonder Woman. When you hear Wonder Woman,
I think Amazon, strength, warrior. When I hear Amazon, that's what I think.
Not only that, but god damn, man, you can fight like a motherfucker.
Yes. Let's say warrior. That's right.
If you really put it on, I think that she could figure out a way how to kill Superman. Honestly, if you put this together, I think she could.
I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, the most dangerous member of the Justice League.
One of my favorite quotes of all time came from Batman v Superman. I know, but it's when she stated right in between Batman and Superman, she's like, "I've killed beings from other worlds before." And not only that, there was another cool scene in that too, where Doomsday hit her and she just gave a little smirk.
I won't go into that. We're not going to talk about Batman v Superman.
No, I'm just talking about certain scenes that really kind of made your spine,
right? And don't get me wrong,
tingle up, made you happy, made you appreciate, made you understand how this character is in a movie. She is, and another thing, she's not bloodthirsty.
No, she's not.
That's what makes one of my favorite things about Wonder Woman.
Well, one thing I like about Wonder Woman,
Diana Prince.
One thing I like about Wonder Woman is the fact that she says, in the comic books, like I'm paraphrasing, He said when they deal with superhero, or when they deal with villains, they still let them go. When she deals with them, and they're done.
She doesn't kill him though most of the time.
Shit, Deanna's a ruthless ass woman. I ain't gonna lie. She's a ruthless ass woman. She will kill the supervillain.
Well, I'm gonna go.
I'm just telling you. Wonder Woman ain't no joke. She's ruthless.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really read much into Wonder Woman.
I have. I'm more familiar with the New 52 on Ford, and I'm gonna tell you right now, she ain't no joke. She will put down a supervillain.
I'm talking about old school.
Fair enough.
60s.
Right. We keep getting off subject. I swear.
Anyway,
actually,
we're talking. We're really not getting off that.
Well, not too much. But like I said, as far as the Justice League movie, for me, I thought it was well done.
What was your rating?
For me, guys, my rating is a full price. That's willing to go pay the full price for the movie. That's an A.
No, A is.
Yes.
It's not that.
Yeah, it's not that. But I think Justice League did a really good job.
Not many movies get that rating.
Right. And for me, Justice League did a really good job of introducing his heroes, introducing the people like Aquaman, Cyborg, The Flash. I thought they really did a really good job introducing them to the masses and getting them to know who they were.
All right, now let's talk about the future.
The future. It's in jeopardy. Don't get me wrong. I know people say $98 million ain't nothing to shake a tail at. But when you think about all the marketing costs and stuff, that's why I say it should have done.
I honestly haven't really seen much about Justice League. All I see is like one poster, 2, 3 trailers.
Well, it did a lot
of shit in the trailer wasn't even in the fucking movie.
But it did a lot. But it did a lot of good marketing. It did. But that's what I'm saying. I think for me, Justice League is a solid B.
God, the trailer pissed me off for Justice League. God, it really did. When I saw the movie, it really.
Well, no, Justice League. The trailer made me a little skeptical.
When I saw the movie, I got pissed off at the trailer. Right,
because like you
bad.
fucking
see
you made me think this movie was going to be average to horrible by the trailer.
It pissed me off.
But
I'm expecting to see Victor Stone.
But
for everybody else, Cyborg, I'm expecting to see him in his Letterman jacket. I want to see the action.
Now, one thing.
I want to see that. Not only that, but then I get to see Jeremy Irons looking at something. Oh,
now I'm gonna throw a shout out to Jeremy Irons. I think he does a really good Butler. What's his name? Alfred. Yes, I think he did Alfred Pennyworth.
God damn it.
I think he does a really good. God
damn it.
He does. He does a.
Oh no, I agree fully with that statement.
He does a really good Alfred Pennyworth. I really like him as Alfred.
You know what I miss though? I'll just once I want to see him hold the goddamn double barrel shotgun from the comic book.
Because people don't realize how badass Alfred Pennyworth is.
Oh, dude,
that dude's badass.
All you gotta do is just look at his stats online.
Right, he's an awesome character.
And Wikipedia that shit, dude. He's fucking. Not only that, I think he's like old school SAS.
Right. Now, as far as our ratings, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a solid full price.
Predator.
Full price is what I would give it. Like I said, I think they did a really good job introducing the 3 characters who we haven't seen before: Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman. I think they really good. I think they did a really good job introducing them for the masses. Like I said, I give it a solid full price. For me, I enjoyed this movie. I really did.
I did too.
So for our recommendation, if you get a chance to see it, please go see it.
We talked a lot about the negatives.
Yes, we did, but
there are a lot of positives you can see in the movie.
Yes, like I said, I think you should go see this movie.
Zack Snyder's touch. And Zack Snyder has a lot of good movies.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Well,
he only has 2 for me.
When you get into more than 3 fingers, that's good.
He is good.
Did you notice the...
we need to talk about...
Did you notice who played Barry Allen's dad, Henry Allen?
Yeah, I like that. Now,
you know who that is, don't you?
Yeah, I know who it is. I don't know his
Manhattan.
name. Yeah. Now, good point. Yes, good point. Yes, Dr.
That was Dr.
Now, I'm going to say this, guys.
Another Zack Snyder movie, The Watchmen.
Like I said, if you get a chance to go see it, please go see it.
The movie yet, so.
Yes, well, please go. If you get a chance to see it, please go see it. Support it to let them know that you will support good movies. They did a really good job. I think they should go see it. Please go see it. But one thing we have not talked about was the end credit scene. Now, like I said, spoilers. You already know. I I don't know his name. I forget his name.
Jeremy. Oh wait, no, it was Joe.
It begins with an M.
Manganiello,
whatever.
That
Whatever.
runs on for like
whatever his
7
name.
syllables.
Yeah, right. Whatever it is.
Manganiello or some shit
I
like
thought
that.
he looked fantastic as Deathstroke.
Yes.
Deathstroke. He looked
The suit
fantastic.
was meh.
No, I thought the suit
was
no.
meh.
I think the suit was good.
The suit was meh for me.
But I think they did a really good job. I'm still not sold as what's his name as Lex Luthor.
Jesse Eisenberg.
I'm still not sold as Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, but
I think he would have made a better Riddler.
yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. But I think Deathstroke, I really do think I'm excited to see what they do from here on out. I'm really excited
That's
as a comic book fan.
League of Doom. The
Yes.
League of Doom is next.
I hope they do that, and I can't wait to see it.
I'm hoping they cast a bad fucking hardcore bitch.
I hope they count.
To
Yes.
play Chief. I give Gal Gadot a good fight.
Yes. So guys, if you want to see a good movie, if you want to see an entertaining movie, please go see Justice League.
Please.
Now, in the comment section, please don't let us know what you thought. Please let us know. But
We're done.
no, you're not. We're not done.
Oh.
No, tell me when we're done.
We're not. Yeah, shut
But
the fuck up.
I think, like I said, please go see it. So let us know what you think in the comment section. Please don't forget, like and subscribe. Kraken Hunters, please let us know what you think. But we're out. Please go see Justice League.